Good afternoon. April 1, April Fool's Day. We're talking about Netflix, and I told everybody that Netflix was going to be coming down in the volatility of Netflix. So here, this is Netflix right here, right now. Okay, this is Netflix right here. We've got a $7.58 range. We had the $420 puts on that high up there, and immediately we came down and we hit 410 at support. So basically, I'm also going to show the put options that we have as well. So basically, we have the 420 puts. It's a weekly contract. We've been buying and selling these every single day. They have a $5 move. That wholesale value down there was $4.50. It's a weekly 420 put on Netflix. And this is Netflix. And this is what we said was going to happen. And that I am going to cover the chart. But I want to see all of my new weekly option traders understanding why we're getting paid. And a $7.58 move down equaled a range in the 420 put reversal of $5. 1,000 contracts have traded, and we probably traded at least over 400 of these contracts with all of our MMT traders in the option pit. And that's the way it is. Now I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. And what I want you to focus on now, MMTs, is why we can either go back in and buy calls, but let's just take a look technically what happened to Netflix. Netflix is closing right now below that green line. That's a 200 simple day moving average. That is very critical on Netflix. And this is why we're making money today, but we will get oversold. This beige line is a 100-day simple moving average. So basically what Netflix is doing, it's going to come down and test that gap in the last quarterly earnings when they reported earnings. And we're finally headed that way, and we are going to peak, and we're going to start buying the calls now. We're going to start buying the $410 calls. We got the 420 puts. Oh yeah, you heard what I said. And the reason why I'm saying that, you guys, is because that's how it's going to play out. We're going to get oversold, and we're going to get the opposite side of Netflix. And that 10 movement down that it's had in the last week and the ranges and whatnot, there is a 200-day simple moving average on Netflix. Now, I'm going to be proud to tell you that we are looking at a weekly contract, and here is the $410 call. We already have the put options. Now we're buying these call options that are getting killed, meaning that our risk down here, we're going to be making a considerable amount of money. And here, so basically I'm going to put this right here. I want you to see it. Here is the puts that we bought. That's the 420 put. Now the $410 call on Netflix is the next option we are buying. We can't lose money because we're making a ton of money right now on the 420 put. And if you want to be a weekly options market maker here at stockmarketfunding.com and or all of our different trading firms that we work with around the globe, you know, we got a lot of European traders. So when you buy the calls, you can't, because we already made a ton of money over here. And so now we can buy the calls over here and not lose a dime. You heard what I said. I said the 420 put is paying over 100%, and it did. And now I'm saying buying this $410 call down there is the next side of this market. And once again, folks, I'm going to get these two things out of the way. I'm going to bring back up, what I am going to do is I'm going to bring back up this daily chart on Netflix. So here is the deal on Netflix. This is a daily chart on Netflix. So we can keep our 420 puts, and we're looking at getting in those 410 calls. And I done told you that. This here is a critical daily double bottom. You're below the 200-day simple moving average. Netflix is getting oversold slightly below that 200-day simple moving average. It's not, cratering down below it, but it is below all key technical levels on a daily chart. And once again, my friends, I am very happy to bring to you what you should learn. And we have all the trades right here. Let me show you. And here we are, everybody. We talked about the volatility for this year. We talked about the S&P volatility. We talked about today is April Fool's Day. Here you go, people. Look it. If you would like to go up here to trading and you scroll down, my friends, around the world, remember, it's all about you being able to get in here, and you'll be able to see all the trades that we ever did on Netflix. And so Netflix and the options are one of the better performers, buying both the put side when Netflix is going down and you hit support. Here are Netflix other options that were traded, $16 down move. Those put options paid. We've just been making a lot of money. So you got lots of trades in here on Netflix. You can go for a mile long and see all our trades right there. The next thing for you to do is click the free trial tab. Once you do that, you just click get started right now, read the content on the page. If you need trading capital to trade with and be above the 25 pattern day trading rule of $25,000, open your account here, get started right here, look at what we have to offer. If you're suffering in that, we will give you buying power. Say you have a $5,000 account, you have $100,000 intraday. There are just a lot of programs that is available to you here, and this is the Netflix reversal. I've covered the calls, I've covered the puts right here, the 420 puts. I am covering those call contracts that I talked about at the 410. And what it really means is, as a market maker, you got to be buyer and seller, and you have to know how to get hit wholesale. So here is the 410 call, and yes, it dropped 100%. And so you can see both the 410 call that we have, and we already cashing in up here at 880 on the put side with our profits here. Now we could take a small position over here on the bottom side of the call contract, a 420 put, a 410 call. It's always a weekly expiration. It's here, it's now. You need to get involved. Please do so. You'll make a lot of money.